There is indeed, and you could talk to them after this meeting, and I can direct them. Yes.
So, if there's going to be two markets, why do we need this new entity taking over an existing market that has been here over 40 years with oil vendors? She's been coming 35 years. I've been here since I was born. I'm the founder's daughter. And I've seen the market split once before. And it will split no matter what you say. And half the vendors will go this way, half the vendors will go that way. And what will happen is everyone will suffer. Everyone, no matter what.
I have a question. Something that will keep happening with other farmers markets, because I'm on the committee with Hilda Schwartz for Sonoma, and we had a big ordeal with Carol Hart, and we had our request for proposal for new management, and they didn't do things professional at all, and just kind of like all of a sudden we got these notices, and Hilda, all this stuff, but it seems, like you said, there it seems kind of shady, what they're doing. And all these questions, why, what is going on?
I think you're right. I think there's a lot that we don't understand. We're just poor farmers up here trying to do the best we can, and trying to figure out what the members want and do the best for that. So we're like, whoa, we're blindsided. Our options are moving. Moving. Who wants to move? Raise your hand if you're a member and you want to move. We're not going to do that now.
Everybody's in the minute. Don't interrupt.
All right.
The last question I want to ask is, if this is something, some kind of model we're trying to run through the middle, called farmers markets, I'm sure you guys have talked about Zoom and stopping this.
We would like to avoid litigation.
Yeah.
A lot of us have very negative.
I don't want to go into that either, but at the same time, it's like what I dealt with helping Hilda, and Paul has heard all about that too. And then now hearing this, it's just like, I definitely don't want to do it.
There's someone out here. Do you have a? Someone out here have a question? There was a man out there with. Did he leave? Here he is. Did you have a question?
He has a question about.
You have a question?
Well, I had one. I think I found the name. It's Redwood Empire Farmers Markets is the name of the organization.
That's right. That's correct.
Okay. And do we know the name of anyone who's?
It's in the news. It's in the newspaper. Yeah, you can.
Oh, besides Rob Carey?
Yeah. Oh, actually, right. Rob Carey is the spokesperson for that.
And he was the guy who ran the Sebastopol
Community Center. Yes.
And now he's got to deal with the people he's gotten.
Yes.
Job.
Yes.
Okay. Someone else has a question. Did you have a question?
So, I just listening to all of your why questions. Those just all seem questions for an attorney.
And very well could be. We're actually
because we can sit here and speculate all day, but unless somebody has a clear understanding of legal matters, all of those why questions that you stated, I would be interested in an attorney's
and we're working
response.
on that. Yes. Okay. Because this has only come in the last 2 days.
Yeah,
We've only found out.
I found out showing up at the market today.
Well, I feel a little like I'm sitting in the middle of Harry Potter and we're whispering Lord Voldemort. The Redwood Empire Farmers Market folks are here representing themselves. They're not being shady. They're not hiding.
We never said anybody was hiding. But this
I'm just hearing a lot of, they're being so shady, but they're sitting right here in the room among you, and I'm sure be happy to answer whatever questions
well,
are presented.
This is our meeting right here, and the reason we called it is that we wanted to let our members know what is going on, how this happened from the horse's mouth, and what the options are. And any vendor is free to go with the new market, or not. If not, then we are trying to figure out where we're going to go and how we're going to make that happen. If people do want to contact this new group, then after the meeting, they can certainly do so. Yes?
I was just wondering what the results of the committee that was looking at different locations were that they're going to read a report on.
Right. Just a quick summary. We looked at the Railroad Square location, which had a lot of benefits and, across the street, one of their parking lots near the Jockey Club. There's some more sites that we're still looking at. And if anyone else has any suggestions, we're open to that too. We'd like to hear.
That's something we're going to discuss in the board of directors meeting too. Like leave them the option so people know if it comes down to it, what the sources are. Whether to close meeting on Monday night.
And the next open meeting.
Because first we have to decide together, and then we'll give you information, and we'll give you something that you can give your customers next week, or when you do open to come to more information.
And when's the next open board meeting?
Week from Monday.
Week from Monday.
March 5th.
At the Volunteer Center.
March 5th at the Volunteer
7
Center.
o'clock.
Yeah.
In Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa.
Yeah, I do. I'm Peg Carroll, and I've also been coming to the market since it started. I look younger than I really am. Anyway, I have a question about the original article that I saw a week or so ago in the Press, or maybe 3 weeks ago in the Press Democrat. I'm wondering if there's reporters in the crowd, you know, just slough it off. But I found that the Press Democrat often has misrepresented facts.
Yes.
So what I'm wondering is, were the amounts of rent being charged to the fair, the farmer's market, and the amounts that people are being charged to have a booth at the farmer's market, were those accurate? Does anybody know?
The math didn't even work out.
Well, wait a second. I just want to know what those two are. Was what they're charging you, or saying they're going to charge you, was that an accurate figure?
That's your
And
time.
what Paula, or what the board is charging each vendor, was that accurate?
It was.
Then,
Time's up.
there's a whole bunch of money that's not accounted for.
Oh, it's
A
very.
whole bunch of money that's not
It's
accounted
very
for.
Let me explain that. I don't know, when you're running a nonprofit organization, it's standard practice to keep a reserve in a savings account or CD. The reason for that is in the case of a calamity, disaster, lawsuit, you need to have a reserve or it will wipe out your entire organization.
I get that.
So the amount is on our financial statements. The statements have been audited by an independent auditor. They're available, they were made available to the county supervisors. There is no money that is not accounted for.
But when 25 single booth vendors could pay for each day, there's a lot of money going somewhere that's not in a reserve, and somebody's getting too much. And you're saying that the farmers were going to be put out of business and not allowed to come into the market anymore because they were going to have to be charged too much because of this 167% increase. That's just not right.
Excuse me. If you have questions about our budget and the accounts, you are welcome to speak with our treasurer after the meeting or at another time. The accounts have been independently audited. All the receipts, income, outgo has been accounted for. If you have questions about that, you are more than welcome to examine our books in the presence of our
Well, I just have
treasurer.
questions about the current leadership and what you're doing with the money. And
That's your time.
And Paula.
Your time is way up.
Okay, done. Okay.
We don't live in a black and white world. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. As this